there's any sync issues, we can figure that out with this maybe. It won't be a great quality. We set the rate to the best. Bit rates at the best. I'm recording it as a mono because I think that can be redone. So I've got that going. Let me check to see how the Audacity goes.
Well, I don't think any of us have stereo mics.
Oh yeah, but the other program, if you record it in stereo, does a weird thing where it puts Sam in one ear and the rest of us in the other.
Yeah, it basically will do it weird. Okay, so I have that recording. So it is doing its own little thing. Yay!
That should be good. Should all work out in the end.
Okay, so we're all in the room?
We should all be in the room. And then I have that ready. I'm already recording with the other one. Ali, I'll send you that file after, so that way if you want to use that to help you as a marker.
We shall see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm trying to get to the room.
That's fine. All right. For my records, this is technically the second game. I'll probably re-say this in a minute. But then we'll have it for what this audio recording is.
Yeah. You should give a little, when we start recording properly, you should give a
I
little
will-
intro of, you know.
I will
this
give a
is
little
us
intro.
learning.
Yes. This is us learning. We're probably not doing it right.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, we're definitely not doing it right.
No.
How would we do things correctly?
Well, the other thing is, if Blackie ends up deciding to come in while we're doing stuff, we might be able to splice him out of this recording and add him in, because
Does he have Audacity? 'Cause he
I
can just start recording.
messaged him that he'll probably need to get it, but he had to go do dinner stuff, so I don't know if he did, and then it'll be hard to time him in. So, if anything, we'll have the higher quality of everybody else, and then we might have the crap quality of him.
Well, if it does come down to it, what we can do if Blackie suddenly comes back in the middle of it, we can all sync up a stop of the recording and then do a new sync to add Blackie in for later on.
Mm-hmm.
And that wouldn't work out too badly, honestly.
Actually, we shouldn't even have to stop. I will just count Blackie down.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
they
so we're
make
not
wasting-
wasting more recording time making a bigger file.
Yeah.
I can sort that out.
She can edit it out, though, make it smaller. Alright. So is everybody in the game? And Nari, are you going to be using that name?
Yeah, we'll just stick with Nari. I couldn't
Okay.
think of anything.
Alright, and
You can
Ali,
always let us create the name for you, like you guys
Ali,
did
you
with
are
me.
going with
Yulia.
Yulia.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to try and remember Yulia. Alright, are we ready to do a countdown for starting the record?
Okay, everyone ready?
All right.
Alright. Hit your button in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, recording should be going.
Okay, now, after 1, I want everybody to say sync, okay?
Yep.
All right.
3, 2, 1, sync.
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 That was probably rubbish.
That was pretty rubbish, but I can work with it.
I think I
Yeah,
broke
as long
it.
as we all say sync, she can just sync them all up to that and away we go.
Okay, take it away, Sam.
Ali,
All right.
I broke it.
What did you break?
Apparently one of my mouse keybinds isn't it backwards. Like after we said sync.
Everybody,
Everybody stop.
Let me start a new one. I'm
everybody
gonna take the
stop,
keybind
open a
off.
new
Alright,
recording.
new recording.
Yeah.
Close the old recording. Let me double check my settings too, because I was hearing an echo that time, and I don't want to have like an echo.
And echo.
Should I have software playthrough tab and overdub done as well, and transport for drop down?
I have no idea.
I did like a whole bunch of stuff when I was
If
editing
it's drop
settings.
down for the main bar of Audacity, all I have is I've set to MME, headset, microphone for headset, and mono. Is the entire settings I've got on mine. I think I'm using
I
a
have-
much older version of
I
Audacity.
have under recording overdub play other tracks while recording over a new one. I don't think I need that. Play software playthrough listen while recording monitoring new track. I should probably uncheck that, right?
Uncheck that, yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably help me.
I was trying to make you listen.
All right, so we are starting again. For those of you who are listening to my recording of the overall Skype chat, Nari didn't do it right.
Good thing.
All right, so we are going to, on now, we'll do it. Okay? So 3, 2, 1, now. All right,
Okay,
and then
now the sync will happen in the same way last time, just better this time. 3, 2, 1, sync.
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 Much better.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit
Hey, that
better.
wasn't terrible for once.
It
Wasn't
didn't suck.
we're still slightly off, but all right.
Yeah,
So,
that's not bad.
this is our HSC Civent Draconis Here Be Dragons game. So, this is unfortunately our second session. The first section was not recorded. We thought, oh, we don't need to record it. We're just doing something really quick. It won't be that big of a deal, but things did kind of get out of control. So, big disclaimer, we don't know what we're doing very well. We're kind of learning as we go. We are not experts at this game. We will be messing up frequently, and occasionally I will just kind of hand wave and go, I don't want to look through the book. I'm just going to do X because I'd rather keep things going, which means I'm a bad DM, but that's what I do. So, moving along, where we left off last time, different members of the group
Should we
were...
introduce ourselves?
You'll be introducing yourselves in a
I
moment.
want to introduce.
I don't know. Anyway, so different members of the group were invited to apply at a new corp that has recently risen up. The corp is under scrutiny from all the large major corps because they're trying to figure out who this corp has ties to. Because usually most corps are kind of in bed with another corp or branched off from a previous corp or have alliances that can be clearly seen. This one has nothing that anybody can see, so everyone's really interested in them. So all the different characters who have alliances or leanings one way or another to one of the larger parent corporations is being, of course, nudged to find out more about them and try to get an inside. Also, it's a delivery corporation. It's SolCorp. SolCorp as in SOL. Kind of like shit out of luck. It might get there, it might not. It is a delivery corporation run by a elderly mole rat, as far as people can tell, named the Professor. He did do interviews where he did basically a large blanket interview with the three original characters, which I would like to have introduce themselves now. The person who came out ahead in the interview process, which was solved with drawing straws, is our captain, Yulia. Please identify yourself, Yulia.
I would like to argue with the fact that I came out ahead in this, but Yulia is a lateral lioness. She has ties with the. She originated with Marsco, and later in her life went into ISRP. I think.
Lateral?
YMCA.
I thought you were Tor.
She's been downsized.
Yep.
Oh,
She's a victim of corporate downsizing. She started out as going to be a Tor, but due
lost her
to
torso.
corporate downsizing, she is actually now a lateral, which makes it even more leaning that it looks like the feline contingency is taking over. Her second in command,
That would be me.
that would be
Sorry.
you. Yes. The second officer.
I play a lateral cat. She's a female Russian blue looking cat.
Oh,
a
I love
very small
Russian
house
blues.
cat. Her primary corp is Pulse, and her secondary corp is Spyglass. So far, she's sort of demonstrated the capacity to be pretty dense.
And also,
maybe
she is
infuriating.
extremely capable of laying on top of things that need to be carried places.
Yes.
She's also partially responsible for Yulia's growing anger issues.
Yes, we do have anger issues with the lion. We'll get back to that. Next, we have the person who drew, apparently, the shortest straw, our safety officer. Now, originally, your name was Scavenger, I believe.
Yes,
And
and
after the pen incident, you are now Big Scavenger.
Big scavenger.
dread of all pens.
Yes.
Savior of us all.
Savior of us all.
Yes.
Hard cheese.
Who ironically does not have pins when needed.
But he is covered in ink occasionally. He did get some of his fur with some blue ink on it from an exploding pen.
Oh my.
Yes, as per Coyote luck. Yeah.
They were given a mission to deliver some paperwork that was recently filled out by them for legalese that needed to go over to basically the legal section that would handle all their paperwork for stuff for this company. And it was a couple blocks, maybe halfway across town away. It was their first delivery. The captain made the executive decision to take the spaceship. And they wanted to be really careful with the folders, so they did strap the folders down onto the table that they were resting on, and then loaded that into the cargo bay with the cat on top, who was, of course, supervising.
Naturally.
When they landed on top of a very fancy car across town, because the NPC pilot is kind of our NPC pilot is a cockatiel girl who is a little sure of herself and not really great on skill. So she kind of crashed into a car when she landed. And this is like air quote car, because I do realize this is future time and we probably have space cars, but you know, she landed on something important. The crew then spent about a half hour fiddling with elevators, because some people weren't pushing buttons and some people were, as jokes, pushing all the buttons. Eventually delivered their paperwork and then decided to ditch across town without the spaceship and the pilot,
We
Who
took
they-
it home.
because they figured that, yeah, you guys sent that home because you didn't want it to be there when the cops arrived. But they ditched across town, where they did see a I'm trying to think of what a whisper event. Yes. Well, they saw the beginnings of a whisper event starting, and very smartly they ran. They ran so far, because that is the best way to deal with a whisper event. And that is about where we left off, with you guys returning back. I believe you were given housing at the Corp.
Yeah.
And
And those walls.
yeah, and the walls move a bit. It's a neat building. All right, so we are starting there. We will be adding at least one new player today. Hopefully, we'll be adding another as well. So
Hopefully he has hands, because I mean we're like at a
you
disadvantage
guys
of-
are actually on the low end for bipedal right now. This is probably really strange for, you know, most dynamics and corporations to have this many quadrupeds.
Wait, hands? Shit.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh no.
There's a reason you're the
Thanks,
safety
Robert.
officer there, Bick. You're the one with thumbs.
I'm tempted to hold mutiny just because, well, they don't have anything to stop me from typing in.
Are you just gonna start running
Away
into
from it.
conversations and go like, who has two thumbs and X, and just go, oh wait, only me.
I would like to note that I have a push frame and I can get some foam gloves.
That's not having thumbs though.
I can get thumbs.
Uh-huh. You can get other people's thumbs.
Yeah.
You can slap people with a foam glove at least.
Right. Okay, so we are starting the game. It is the next day. You guys will probably find coffee and donuts available to you in the lounge at your office. Kronos is going to be our player for a character named Tobias, which is going to be very confusing for myself and probably others, because Bick's name is actually Tobias. So,
Dick move.
kind of a dick move, sir.
I can change it if you want.
No, I'm just saying it's going to be funny, because I'm going to be yelling at Tobias and no one's going to know who I'm mad at.
Toby.
Who says
Alright.
you're not going to be known as Toby by the time we're done with you?
True.
All
All right, so shush, pen boy. All right, we are going to go into Tobias. You have been possibly approached by your own corporation. Oh, by the way, since I did not set this up, we are on the planet Venus. I chose Venus because it has the most propensity of me being able to do various different types of events that could possibly happen. It has the more wide openness. I do love Mars because it's beautiful and has lots of great things. And I did want to do Europa, but I figured some people don't like the ocean that much. Yeah. So, we are on Venus. So, we are in a corp town, and I believe I said it was a corp town mostly funded by
IRPF.
IRPF. Yes, the police, basically. It's probably one of their main places for training and gearing up and, getting things launched into space, because basically they're like space police, but they still need to have a space academy somewhere, and I've decided this is that place.
So if they have a space academy, does that mean they're all space cadets?
Oh.
Wow. Okay, so you guys are in the fancy city that I've decided to call Red Shirtopia. Because, yeah.
It's a name grounded in history.
It's a name grounded in history, because I'm pretty sure in the records they would find that the red shirts were the predominantly most important people in humanity's trek across the stars. Okay, so my friend Tobias, you have been receiving possible pressure from the corps that you might be involved with, which don't have your sheet in front of me right now, but I'm saying they may have been giving you pressure, or you might just be. It is a heavy, hard job market right now. So you have received a flyer that this company, SolCorp Delivery Services, is hiring all positions. No, really. All positions.
Ooh.
That's what she said.
Uh-huh. I'm assuming you're coming in for an interview.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, you are greeted by a AI when you approach the building. It instructs you that you are expected, and please wait in the waiting room. The waiting room is very sterile, has 3 chairs, none of which are occupied right now, and the girl from Ipanema is currently playing on loop.
It's a hell of a thing.
You are left there for about 2 hours.
I got lots of reading done.
After about 2 hours, a rather shaggy-looking, actually, he was a naked mole rat, I believe, right? 'Cause he's probably,
Yes.
you know how they have those kind of like stray hairs? Even the
Yes.
naked ones have those. Yeah, he's kind of got that kind of a look going. Well, comes in. He's actually very well dressed in his lab coat, and he's got some very, very thick glasses on. He's squinting through. Oh, how long have you been here? Were you here from yesterday?
Would that get me in quicker?
Good questions. I like. Come. We must interview her immediately.
Okay. Tobias gets up and follows.
All right. He leads you down a corridor and then kind of touches a wall, and it recedes, making a opening, and there is a single light pointed at a chair with no other furniture. Please sit. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, who are you?
My name is Tobias Cry. I'm looking for work.
I do cry. What kind of work do you like?
Medical, sciences.
Oh, sciences, medical. Good. Okay, very important questions now. Okay. Say you have an employee on job, loses limb. What first thing you do?
Is he disposable?
Good question. Very good question. Let's say maybe both. Disposable, but you might keep around for spare parts.
Do best to fix up.
Okay. Good plan. Like, what if employee disposition to talk to union?
Unfortunate accident.
Good. Good answer. Very much like this. Okay, so employee ask you, maybe want benefits. What you say?
If not offered, I have no say.
Good answer. Okay. What you do if maybe you have terrible decision must make? You can either save crew or you can save cargo. Which is better choice?
Tobias tilts his head for a hand. Has crew been examined already?
He shrugs.
Depends which has better knowledge gains.
Explain.
Well, crew has outstanding abilities or features have not examined yet, then theoretically cargo disposable comparatively. If not, well,
So comparison value.
yes.
Okay. Very good answers. Very good answers. Okay. So, he walks over and finds a cabinet you didn't really notice into the wall and pulls out a little black top hat and shakes it up a bit and walks over to you and holds it out. Take one.
Okay. Tobias reaches a hand in, rummages, pulls out.
All right. Congratulations! You shipped doctor!
Excellent.
Good, good, good. Alright, come, me introduce you to the rest of the crew.
Okay.
And he kind of toddles around and meanders around the building. He kind of seems to be lost for a little bit and stares off into the wall. And then he seems kind of startled that you're still there. And then starts
Tobias
walking
is
back the other way.
Following and calmly making notes about his, things he's doing, that sort of thing.
Yeah, he eventually wanders back into the entry room you were in, and then through another corridor, and opens a door. And the rest of the party, you see your dear professor come toddling in with I believe, a crow?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a crow lateral. Not lateral, sorry. A crow vector, sorry. I'm used to saying lateral now because you guys are laterals. He comes in with a crow vector. I believe he has very pronounced talons.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very pronounced talons on his feet. But other than that, he seems like a fairly average, I guess, looking crow. Lateral? Or not lateral, vector. Blech, I'll eventually get it right. And he toddles all the way over to Yulia. Dreamer! Here, Dreamer!
Yes, Professor?
This is yours now.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
You don't tell me what to do.
Depends on planet.
Just eyes him and... okay.
He has very skewed ideas about life.
Maybe it'd be better to ask you, what are you doing here?
Came for interview. Got job.
Oh, okay.
Now
And
doctor,
what-
apparently.
Oh, marvelous. We probably really need one of those. What's your name?
Tobias. Tobias Cry.
Ah, nice to meet you. I'm Yulia. This is Nari, and this is Bick. And she
Tobias
gestures to
looks
the
at the
others.
three of
Still
them
a
and
cat.
looks at the two loungers. You'll excuse if I don't put up my hand for a handshake.
I don't quite have any problem with that.
Tobias does
Some
offer
people
his hand
here,
to check, so-
It's racist.
Wow.
Bick's going to ignore the handshake.
Hmm?
I offered you a handshake.
Oh, sorry. Donut. Shakes hand.
Good to meet you.
Indeed.
The
Donut.
No thanks. Don't eat sugars.
the professor seems to fuddle with his
Bick kind of squints at the bird.
lab coat a bit, and then somehow pulls out a extremely large pile of paperwork in a folder, and then just holds it out at the captain expectantly.
Yulia will reach out with the push frame and take it.
Yes, and then he will. I trust you know what to do, and then toddles off. By the way, Yulia, none of the paperwork's filled out.
Oh my god. Tobias. We're gonna need you to fill out some forms,
I can do that.
and she'll hand them off to him.
We're
Okay.
gonna need another table.
Tobias starts filling them out rather quickly.
All right. Most of the paperwork is standard disclaimer. The corp is not to be held responsible for any bodily harm that you may incur upon yourself or others in the process of doing your duty. Any, substantial property damage you may incur in the line of duty, also not the corp's fault. Food poisoning as a result of budget donuts is exempt. You get the minimum, state required amount of sick days, vacation days, things like that. Also, you having some medical forms there to fill out because you are apparently the doctor now. Any, lack of proper insurance for malpractice shoots and things like that falls upon you. Being chosen as the doctor doesn't necessarily mean that the corp knows if you are actually qualified to be a doctor.
Coincidentally, I am.
You are or you aren't
I am actually
qualified to
for
be a
it.
doctor? Good, because it is possible for the doctor to end up being somebody who's not. Yeah. But yeah, it's basic jargon like that. But there is actually nothing in here that prevents you from sharing corporation secrets, strangely enough, in the paperwork. If you choose to read through it, of course.
He does.
All right, well, he's going to sit down and apparently read all of that. The professor is going to kind of start toddling off. He seems kind of absently wandering from room to room for a little bit before he just kind of disappears. Don't worry, he'll forget he hired you guys soon enough.
I have a question.
Yes?
Do we have a company slush fund for transport and such?
Good
That
question.
isn't
Who are you asking?
You know what? I'm gonna try and catch the professor before he actually leaves.
All right. Oh, Kitty.
Yes, Professor. I have a question for you. By any chance, do we have any funds for transport outside of the spaceship? You know, for short range deliveries.
Slush funds. Have you tried the fridge?
No? Am I likely to find credits in the fridge?
You said slush.
Do
At
we
this
have
point,
any
Vic-
credits set aside?
Vic's looking in the fridge.
There's lots of stuff in the fridge.
I'm looking for specifically funds that are credits that are in slush.
No.
Thank God.
And
Not
if
the
you
sharpest
do-
tool in the shed, is
insane.
he?
Okay, do we have any spare funds for, just random transport, hiring out a vehicle, or do we in fact have a vehicle?
There's my old car.
Your old car? Where would that be?
He's looking like he's really got to think this through. I think I parked it around That side? On the street? It's been a while.
More important question: would we all be able to fit in it? Is it street legal?
It was.
How long has it been? Do we
He
have any
kind
spare
he kind
credits?
of looks like he's kind of like starting to lose grasp there. Spare credits? You need a spare credit? He shuffles through his pocket and pulls out a credit.
You know, we'll take the ship. Don't worry.
There's my keys.
Yulia will hesitantly take the keys. Thank you, Professor.
Professy help.
Yeah, see indeed help. And she'll turn away and walk back to the group.
All right. He starts to kind of wander off again, in very kind of senile fashion, like he can't figure out what's wrong.
Hey, safety officer.
Hmm.
She'll toss the keys to him. Go check if this is safe. It's supposed to be parked outside.
I don't have a license.
Oh, grab the pilot.
Does she have a license?
Don't ask.
Swinging
Better not
song.
ask. Hey, do you have a medical license?
Tobias just pops his head out from the sheets. What?
You, you've been hired
Oh,
as the
yes.
medical officer. Okay, thank God. Yeah, grab
Worked
the
here
pilot.
pretended before.
Okay. Right. Yeah, grab the pilot. Go see what kind of vehicle there is out there. See if it's safe, and we'll get these forms hopefully to the office without any incidents this time.
What happened last time?
Nothing.
We delivered a table.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Chop
think I
chop.
heard about that.
I would hope not.
That's
So,
probably the best.
I'm gonna go pester the pilot.
all right. The pilot is listening to her J-pop, loud as can be,
Doesn't
rocking out in her cockpit.
Okay.
It is extremely loud, kind of shaking the boards of the ship. The very
Okay.
frame vibrates, and it is very rough terrain as a result of all of the snack bits that have been thrown on the ground.
Okay. The computer we used last time to shut off the music. Mm-hmm. I'm setting up a timer on it to mute in about 30 seconds, and then I'm heading for the cockpit.
Okay.
Computer use.
I'll need you to do a check, because that sounds kind of complicated.
Okay.
Because you're not just hitting the button and running.
We did it smart.
Where's my computer? Okay. And what is that roll again?
I think... Let's see. I'm trying to find what a good one would be for this. I'm going down the checks and seeing what is liable for doing some sort of computer use like this. Let me look at the character sheet. That'll help me. I'm sure that would help me, right?
My character sheet doesn't say anything.
Wouldn't it be mind acuity and computer use, maybe?
I think it would be mind acuity and computer use, yeah.
Okay,
So
it's
what you would do is, how many dice is your mind acuity?
2
It's 2 dice. And what size dice?
D10.
Okay, so you roll 2d10, and then I think you add the bonus.
Yep, you had your
Computer.
computer.
Yeah,
Skill?
for
Okay.
computers. And oops.
That is one success.
Yeah, it's one success.
Oh, that should be it.
That should be good. That's not too crazy of a thing. And next time you'd roll it separately, I think, because it's easier for me to tell
Okay.
if you succeed, because it's not a total, it's for each roll. You have to roll to succeed. Okay, so it's more like Shadowrun, I think. I don't know.
Kind of.
Yeah. All right, so you succeed. About 30 seconds.
I'm
Goes dead
standing
quiet.
right next to the cockpit.
Okay, it goes silent.
Walk in. Hi!
She hits the button to play the music again and waves.
Hold up the key. Do you know how to drive a wheeled?
What?
Do you know how to drive them wheeled?
Do I know how to drive a wheeled?
I'm hitting the mute button. Do you know how to drive a wheeled car?
Who has a wheeled car?
The professor.
Aren't they all hover?
I have no idea.
I don't know, maybe.
Because, Julia, we haven't done another delivery down where we delivered stuff yesterday.
Oh, cool. That was fun. It was neat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you kind of landed on the one of the vice presidents of the IRFP's car.
I know, that was so cool. Like, the
Yeah.
forums are like all lit up about it.
Yeah.
They are claiming an asteroid hit it.
Well, considering how fast you came in, yeah, but you know what? No damage on our part, so we're all good. However, Yulia's kind of paranoid at the moment. So...
Ground vehicles are so boring. Why don't you guys just do it?
Well, one, I don't know how to drive anything.
The hell? Where did you go to school?
Can't tell you that.
Whatever. Oh my god. Fine. And she kind of ruffles up, and that little feather thing at the top of the cockatiel head just kind of flexes up. You can tell she's just irritated. And she shoves her way through her stuff and harumps her tiny frame across the room. She's a kind of a petite young thing because she has those light lithe figure that usually goes with the little birdies. And but she stomps every bit of her weight angrily across the room. Fine, but I better get extra for this. Like, I was only hired to do one thing. Drive the ship.
Well, you're doing half of what you're paid for. You're driving. And think about it, it's a classic.
Classics are boring.
Who knows? It might be one of the... Let's go take a look at his car, figure out what it is. You can probably just say it's not going to run because he probably hasn't driven the thing in who knows how many decades.
Okay. Well, she follows you. So, where is it?
He said it was around back.
Okay. Well, she follows you.
I'm going out there and poking my head out the back door if we have one.
Yeah, there's a little parking lot out back.
I assume there's one car.
No.
Crap.
That's the reason I didn't want to do this.
There's about 6 cars here.
Which one looks the oldest?
They all look pretty old.
Okay, does the key have a car alarm on it? A key fob?
Not really. It's actually a square, like, chip thing that seems to just kind of insert in. Welcome to the future. Things are obtuse because your guide's a jerk and likes to see you suffer.
Okay, I want to try and make a spot check to see if I can't identify the car that goes with the key.
Okay, I would like you to roll. I think investigation would be a good one.
Identify something you haven't seen before. Is mind strength plus spot.
Okay, mind strength plus spot then.
Okay.
So how many dice do you have for mind strength? Mind bullets!
Is this a clever
Nope.
C spot joke?
I'm not sure. Could be.
These
See
were
big
clever with
spot?
this group, so the answer is no.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to remember how to roll these.
Slash roll. 1D. What's your dice?
D10, but I was trying to get it to roll both of them at the same time because...
Just do them separately.
Do it separately. It's fine.
There you got 2 successes.
Oh, cool. Alright, so you can tell by looking at the different vehicles that they seem to be marked Prophecy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the key that you have has a 2 on it.
That one.
It's upside down. It's a 5.
See, that's what I was expecting you guys to go. I'm going to look at the license plates.
We're not that smart.
Have you met us?
We're never that smart.
Can you drive that? And is it wheeled or is it hover?
They seem to be all hover vehicles.
Okay.
She looks at it and goes, I guess. I mean, it's kind of old. But I could probably drive this. Oh, man, I wouldn't want to be caught dead. No one's taking any pictures.
I have no intention of it. After yesterday, we don't want any part of that area of town, so we're pretty much getting in there, getting out.
Right.
You didn't hear what happened to us after we left.
You don't even know what it was like on the way back. I think I hit a bird. Do you know how terrible that is for me?
You know that whisper event that happened downtown yesterday?
I know, big whoop.
We were right across the street.
Well, good thing you didn't cross that street.
Yeah, oh no shit.
Alright, give me the key.
Tossing her the key. But
She
we
start-
need to wait for the paperwork.
You mean I could still be listening to my tunes?
Yeah, go listen to your tunes.
Okay. She goes back inside.
Birds.
Is Tobias done filling out the forms?
It's probably been done for a bit.
I think he's probably finally done.
Well, we probably meet her midway coming in then.
Yeah. She's like, hi!
Hey, wait, where are you going?
Back inside. He told me I could. He's waiting for you guys outside.
You don't take orders from him. Come on.
I don't take orders.
Not from
I
him.
only drive the ship.
Come on. Time to go. How's the vehicle?
Oh, ugly.
Does it run and will we all...
I don't know. He just...
even try it?
No, I said let's try it, and he told me to wait for you guys.
Oh my god. Okay,
By the way,
come on.
she is puffing up. By the way, I don't know if I clarified. She is a Hemi cockatiel, so she's got very human-esque features. If you remember Buck Rogers, there's those hawk people with the feathered heads. She's kind of got that partially feathered head thing and the feathered wings and whatever. But her face is more or less very human-esque, and her cheeks are just getting redder and redder the more angry she's getting about this. She's clearly getting very flustered.
Come on. Calm down.
Stomping very...
We'll get ice cream on the way, okay?
I don't even like ice cream.
Oh, tough shit.
This company sucks already.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, well,
Okay.
they all meet you out at the car, Vic.
Spider's just been kind of looking back and forth to as they're walking, like, okay.
I'm checking out the... Wait, no, she has the key.
Good job.
How big is this car?
It seats about 4 people comfortably. It's kind of like it's an old people's car. It's one of those boats where
It's a land yacht.
It's a land yacht.
Okay.
We could probably at that point fit the 5 of us because really you can fit like.
To
one
be fair,
dog
the
or something like that.
laterals are actually fairly small.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I was
I'm
saying,
not. Nari
The
is.
lion's
Yeah.
not.
Well, comparatively though.
I'm just saying the laterals are fairly small. So you could probably fit everybody in the car, especially if you have Nari right on someone's lap.
Yulia is staring at the car for a moment. For
Racist again? Making a reply that I don't get my own seat.
You don't. You're a tiny cat.
okay. Open her up. See if she runs.
She gets inside, and she immediately has the problem of the fact that she can't see over the wheel, so she has to sit there and adjust the seat.
I'm getting into the other front seat.
How's that dash looking?
I'm gonna rest my forelegs upon it and stare out the window.
Alright. The Miss Sphere gets her seat finally adjusted. There's ample room in the back. You can pretty much just swim in the back, because, you know, that's how those back seats are.
Tobias climbs in the back and sits down.
Yep.
Alright, is everybody
All right,
buckled in?
Seat.
Buckling in.
I am going to sit in the rear view window glass thing like a proper cat. It's my seat now.
If we crash, someone catch Nari.
Right. So where are we going?
Try my best.
Same office as yesterday.
Um,
Do you not know how to get there without being in the ship?
well, normally I don't have to worry about buildings in the way.
Does this thing have a GPS?
I don't know. She starts fiddling with the thing. It's just, okay, I think this is GPS. Do you have the address?
Tobias, forms.
Tobias hands off the forms. He also
Any-
just rattles off the address
Oh, well, there you go.
How would you know the address?
because he's read through the forms.
But why would the address be in the forms?
They'll theoretically be there. Either way, I'm from the area, and at least the bookmark smart of 2, I know most things about the area I'm in.
You should roll.
Okay. Is it just add the 3 after?
Well, here's the thing is they're going to be going into the business part of town where there are many legal offices.
You know, let's just contact the professor. Wait, I
Oh.
would like to roll to see if I remember the address.
You might remember the address.
Okay. Let's see. Would you say that's mind
I think it's mind acuity.
acuity? Okay.
I'd say I'd do a mind acuity and
I doubt I'll have the skill to have anything on top of that, so I'm just gonna do my mind acuity.
yeah, I don't think there's much beyond that.
1.
Maybe book smart
Oh,
or
thank God.
what did you get?
I got a 12 and 1.
Oh, jeez, yeah, you totally have this. You just start punching that in.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going here.
Okay. Another trick would have been to just look up, a recent accident. It was on the news. Go to that location. All right. So, she starts up the engine to the vehicle. It kind of clunks its way into motion. And she starts driving at the slowest possible speeds you could imagine.
It's hovering a lot lower than it should be too.
Yeah, it's hovering kind of low, and she's kind of squinting at the dials a lot, and occasionally slaps the console.
My look grows increasingly bored and frustrated.
As you guys start, getting into traffic with other slightly hovering cars, they honk at you a lot for going so slow.
Miss Fia,
Yes,
does this go any faster?
I would like to know this as well.
Is that pedal all the way down?
Yes! There seems to be some sort of safety mechanism preventing me from going faster. It's like it was meant for old people.
Is this software or hardware?
I think it's software.
Okay.
Could somebody mess with the console and get this to turn off? I can drive faster than this.
Dude, toggles have Wi-Fi capability.
It's giving me a warning every time somebody comes within 100 feet of the car.
If you have a toggle case.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to try and link into the computer on the car
Okay.
and see if I can't shut down the aged driver safety features.
Okay. It's all right. Let's do some hacking. Let's do this. All right. So let's say what would be hacking? Would that be
Computer use?
Yeah, it'd be a computer use, but computer use isn't one of your stats. So we got to figure out which stat.
Wouldn't it be dexterity?
It'd be a mind dexterity, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
mind dexterity plus your computer.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, cool. Very suddenly, the safety mechanisms are turned off in the car. The driver has her pedal to the metal.
Suddenly we're going a lot faster.
And we're gonna
Suddenly
get
you're going a
anyway.
lot faster. Anyone who is not buckled in, I will need to make a save.
Shit.
I think this will be a body dexterity save.
Do we get our dodge?
I would say you probably get your dodge. Is dodge a skill or dodge a
But
thing?
It's body dodge. It's a defense.
Yeah, let's do body dodge. Does anybody want to try to grab Nari as she flies towards the windshield? In case that happens.
I will try to grab the cat.
Okay. Alright, so I need I need a body dodge for...
Okay, a single dice, and
Yep.
you add your defense value to the roll, and you compare it to the attack value of the environmental effect. So you will have to decide what this is.
Alright, and then I will need to roll a reflex type deal for the driver to not hit the car in front of her.
So I got a D10 for body. Dex, I guess. So I'll roll 3 D10s.
No, you're rolling a single dice, and then add single d10, and then adding your body dodge to it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to decide what her weak stat was really quick, because I really hadn't thought about her too much.
Yeah, Allie, I think you're
Oh,
okay.
she rolled to try and catch
Nari just held on. Nobody has to catch her. She's amazing.
Also, you should have a.
Oh,
7
whoa, she had a
body
plus
dodge,
10. Wow.
Nari, you should have a 7 body dodge because of your reclaimed reflexes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, my body dodge with the math says 10.
Then why didn't you? Oh, you did roll 10. Wow, you rolled low. Jesus.
Oh, she did roll low. Actually, let me double check what if she would have made that.
She got a 12 all in all.
Yeah.
That should be enough though.
It should be enough, because...
That's a bunch over the usual weight.
Yeah. It's a bunch over. I'm going to roll for our driver now. We're going to see if she can stop in time to not hit the car in front of her.
I hope so.
Unfortunately, I think she does not have a very great physical stat set up because she's kind of more quick mental reflexes for driving. That's I think what I did. So this would be operate.
Pilot.
Would it be pilot?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'll say dexterity, body dexterity plus that to catch it in time, maybe.
Yeah. That's good.
Alright, so d20 or d10 plus 3. Yeah! She barely screeches that car to a halt in time. then I think we would... I'm not going to bother having us do another roll, but I think we'd have to stop the other way. You know?
The upholstery in the back is now torn up.
Yeah.
There are claw marks in the dashboard.
Yep. And she gets this panic look. Warn me first!
Also, I would like to say to any listeners out there that this is demonstrating perfectly our group's tendency to do actions without thinking of the consequences.
We're geniuses.
And the DM to think too much of the consequences because she's hoping. Okay. So, the car suddenly starts speeding up much more naturally. She's going through traffic very quickly. You guys manage to get parked at the building. She pulls up front and looks expectantly at you.
Just wait here, please.
We need a table.
No, we don't need a table.
No, we do not need a table.
In fact, you're staying in the car.
Oh.
I'm kind of grabbing the file and getting out of the car.
Tobias, go with him.
So that's just going, okay. Gets up, walks out.
This makes me wish I had one of those little, like, hover things that'll, like, assemble a pre-built shape and just had one set to a table.
It's okay, guys. I got this covered. Table.
Oh, we know what Nari's investing in first.
I'm gonna get out my toggle case and I'm gonna look up any nearby ice cream stores. Might not be in the business district.
Well, as you guys get out of the car and start walking towards the building, Miss Fear kind of looks over into the back seat at the lone passenger left and goes, "If you really want to take..." Oh, you stayed?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you went with them.
Nope. That's why I said you go with him.
Oh, okay. Well, she looks over at the back seat at the smaller feline and says, "If you really want a table, I think there's an IKEA."
We don't talk about that place.
And she doesn't need a table.
All right. So, Bick, you have been here before.
Is it the same porcupine?
Yep, same porcupine in the building.
I walk in, wave at her.
She nods at you, and she flashes a smile to the new boy. Why, hello. Kind of adjust the quills a little bit. How can I help you?
Farms. Have farms.
Oh,
Moves
farms.
a large pile forward.
I'm pressing the call button for the elevator.
I'm sorry, dear. These aren't for me, I don't think.
Okay. Kind of turns and looks through.
Don't be a stranger.
Not creepy at all.
She's never creepy.
Nope.
Never creepy. Okay. So, the elevator comes down. Bing.
Walking in as soon as the door is open.
There is a...
Come on, Toby.
Tobias just walks into.
There's a rather scruffy looking dog already in the elevator.
Morning.
Ugh.
Pressing 3.
The elevator lurches up and stops on the 3rd floor.
Come on. I'm heading out.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, he was down the left side.
Okay, you start heading down the left side. You see a familiar looking young lizard.
Morning.
He seems to look at you expectantly, notices a lack of table, seems
No
sad.
tables today, man.
Alright. As you go down the left hallway, you see a very, very familiar looking table in the hallway.
Hey, it's still here. Is the Naga I'm looking for anywhere nearby?
He is in his office.
Gonna knock on the door.
He slithers over to the door. You.
Good morning. I have another file for you.
He looks at it and grabs it with a frame mechanism that lets him grab things, and then nods to you and slithers away.
Oh, before you go, I'm pressing a button on my... Can I get your audio signature?
I don't understand.
Thank you. Well, rather than asking you to sign, I'm just getting your signature as saying is just your voice print. Anyways, you have a great day.
He gives a very puzzled look as you leave.
Oh, I'm stopping and backing up a little bit. By the way, do you still need the table?
It's mine now.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. It was out in the hallway. Wanted to make sure it was yours.
It's mine.
Didn't want to scavenge anything that belonged to someone.
Mine now.
Come on, Toby. Let's get back to the car before something explodes.
He just kind of looks around for a second, then looks at me and says, explode, and shakes his head. Continues on.
Everyone kind of looks at you guys as you go by. It's like the most exciting thing that's happened in their day. Random delivery boys.
Gonna have to start upgrading our armament every time we come here.
The folks outside in the car, the driver is starting to get a little anxious as she sees a police car pull up on the other side of the road.
Play it cool.
Starting to look like maybe they should just walk back.
No, this is the reason we bought this car.
I thought we brought this car to drive me nuts.
Same difference.
Waiting for elevator. Do 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 do.
Eventually the elevator comes down, and it is empty this time. You have all the luck today.
Hitting the first floor button. Waiting for Toby.
Till he follows in.
So, what do you think of your first day so far?
Interesting.
Exciting, huh? At least
Look
it's
forward
not
to
as
gathering more data.
Thank God it's nothing like yesterday.
Hey, you guys smoothly managed to get out of the building. The porcupine, of course, is doing the creepy little wave at the bird.
I think you have an admirer.
Hopefully not.
Oh no.
Oh no, they're coming for you! Outside, you hear the car screech to life. Brace for car chase! Alright.
Getting down to the car. Miss Fear?
She looks at you.
You look like you're about to have a panic attack.
Just get in.
Okay.
Getting in the car.
Okay.
So, how about ice cream?
No.
Okay.
The car lurches to life very suddenly. Does a Yui in the middle of the street and start heading back. Right in the middle of the street. I mean, somewhere in the area in the middle of the street. Because, yeah. Space
You know there was
game.
a cop back there, right?
It's okay. I think he has donuts.
Just like we had. We should go talk about him. We have so many things in common.
Yulia actually looks really insulted by the donut comment.
I kind of look at Yulia. Why so serious? Donuts are a good thing. Plenty of calories, lots of sugars. Keep you alert during the day.
No, that's why they're popular.
Add a little
bad
bit of
for you.
coffee for the stimulant factor, and you're good all day. Granted, they do have the negative side effect of waistlines, but hey, who's counting calories?
Are we there yet?
Eventually, you guys screech into your own parking lot again.
Getting out of the car.
Mr. Fear gets out of the car, throws the keys in your guys' direction, and then stomps into the building.
Grabbing the keys.
Okay, safety officer, keep those safe.
I was going to give them back to the boss.
I don't want to risk him losing them.
I don't know. He seems a lot more.
TVS.
Yeah, he seems a lot more. He's a lot more stable than he get. Language failure. He's not as demented as he appears.
Smarter than he looks.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Sure. Just keep hold of him, please.
Fine. But I mean, think about it, Yulia. I wave at the building. Think about it. He pretty much put this together himself.
And it clearly cost him his mind. Go on, let's get it inside.
Can't particularly blame him on that.
Well, at least we weren't attacked by whispers this time.
I'm wondering if we're getting paid this time.
Probably not.
Or maybe he'll just give us another set of rooms.
Hey, the rooms so far are nice.
And we got
All right.
donuts.
As you guys arrive back into the building, the professor is wringing his hands and looking very confused. But he seems very excited to see you all. He goes, good news! Everyone, come. I have a job for you. Yulia, and you. And he starts leading you guys down a corridor. At this time, I would like our extra player to now hit
The record button.
the record button. When I say now, I'm going to do a countdown. So 3, 2, 1, now.
Okay.
Okay, and
Now-
as a secondary sync measure.
You will say, when we say after countdown, we're going to say sync, and then you will say sync back at us. So in 3,
No, so sync at the same time.
2,
It does.
1, sync.
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 There.
Perfect.
Good. All right. So he is now involved in the game. You guys are led into that strange conference room again, which again has changed shape. This time there is a semicircle donut type table with a chair in the center with a light over it and chairs all the way around it. Seated in that chair is, please identify yourself.
My name is Arius. I am a blackback jackal, Vesper Vector.
Vesper.
Yes, Vesper.
Vespa.
Vesper.
Wearing what appears to be just nondescript street clothes. And nothing really
I'd like to point out, he also has opposable thumbs.
Oh, thank God.
Yay.
So, what also has 2 thumbs and isn't a vector? That guy.
He is effective.
It isn't.
Oh wait, not a lateral. I am so bad at the terminology of this game. Oh my
because the
god.
He's an alien. Shoot him.
I have thumbs too.
Alright. He seems to be seated under the light. You do not know how long he may have been there. Eris, you've been here probably 3 hours under this light.
long enough to get a tan.
Beating my record.
Okay. The professor kind of wrings his hands and looks at you all very perplexedly, and he offers Yulia a little black hat with some slips of paper in it, and offers her second in command the pile of hiring paperwork, and then just kind of toddles off.
Julia looks at a few of the slips of paper herself before setting the hat aside and go, "What are your skills?"
Well, let's just say I can find things that other people don't always want found.
It's like he's a scavenger of Bix.
Don't take Vic's pen.
I was raised by the RPF.
Oh, it's good to meet another. And what's your name?
My name's Eris.
And what do you see yourself doing here at this company?
Working.
Working. It's a good response. It's a good response.
You sound like
Now.
a professor.
It's a very convincing professor-type response.
Now, that's probably one of the worst interviews I've ever heard, apart from our own. But based on this company's hiring criteria, you're hired. I think. Let's see, what positions do we have open?
Well, you do have to ask him the obligatory cargo versus crew question.
All right, the slips of paper that you are given in the hat are delivery boy, janitor, engineer, navigator,
Well,
and human resources. Except it's vector resources.
congratulations, you are a delivery boy. We definitely need one of those.
He can
I can
deliver
deliver
his own
things.
papers.
Let me introduce you to Vic, our safety officer. This is Tobias, our chief medical officer.
Hello.
This is Nari. She's my assistant manager, and I am the manager / captain.
I have
So-
to know. My door says commander.
And yes, her door does say commander.
There you
And
go.
this here is Miss Fear, our pilot.
Nice to meet you all. So what type of stuff do we deliver?
Paperwork mostly,
And tables.
occasionally tables.
They were
Yeah,
asking
that
about
seems to be-
tables.
The sphere kind of huffs and goes, mostly morons.
So you deliver tables and paperwork to go with them, then? I'm guessing.
Yes, in fact. That is correct. Oh God, we're gonna have to make another. Hey, delivery boy, fill out this paperwork, and then Miss Fear will take you on your first round.
This sphere gives you the dirtiest look.
Bird.
I'm not driving that again.
Hey, it's set up and safe this time.
You drive it.
Delivery
Hell
boy,
no.
can you drive?
Not really.
Can anyone here, apart from Miss Fear, drive?
She is face palming. How do you people get through
Do
life?
you have a license?
Yes.
I run.
I got
Tobias
my
just very
license.
calmly lifts up his arm and points. I have wings.
Those are only good for early gliding, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not really good flyers.
You can't fly.
Okay. You get to choose. Do you want to be driven by Nari here? And Yuli is looking down as she says that.
At the Russian blue lateral.
Or would you like to be driven by our actual pilot?
I guess the question here with the look I'm getting from her is how far is it from here?
It's a couple of blocks. You can walk if you want.
I think I'll walk.
Okay. There,
Make
are you happy
Bird
now?
happy.
The cockatiel Hemi seems to her feather slowly goes down from being quite so angry pointed up on top of her head. And she goes, I will be in the cockpit doing what I'm doing. Don't bother me unless we have an actual delivery this time. And then she stomps off in the angry, quietest fashion that a very lithe bird girl can.
You know, I can't in good conscience let you go without a senior member along with you. So, Nari, go with him.
I will be the navigation.
And that's how we had the first party wipe.
No, only half a party wipe. 'Cause it's only half
It will cascade. I know how these things happen.
Like, I saw some red people that hand shook me.
Wow.
It was a stabby shake.
All right. The basic paperwork that you are filling out pretty much releases all obligations for SolCorp Express delivery service. I might be changing the name occasionally because I kind of have a thing for Futurama. Any injuries you might do to yourself, they are not liable. Any injuries you do to others, they are not liable. Any mass amounts of damage you may do to public property or private property, they are not liable. But of course, they give you the legally required amount of vacation days, sick days, things like that. Your paperwork actually has a page on it near the end that if you sign it means you're releasing your body to the company for research purposes in the delivery field upon your death.
Does it look like I can skip signing that one?
Yes, you probably can go by without signing that one.
Okay, I'm not going to sign that one.
Damn.
It probably looks like you could get away without signing a lot of this.
You probably could.
It's starting to think these forms are in fact useless.
For
They just-
two-thirds of mine, I just started, like, paw printing them.
Just starts.
To begin with.
No, all laterals look the same, I'm sure.
No, you see, you're smaller than that one.
Right.
So you can't prove that. That's just predisposition bias of the vector kind.
You are a vector.
Nope.
No, you are. We're all vectors.
Oh, well, you know what?
You can't use your logic on me.
You
All
know
right.
what? I didn't read the book all the way, okay?
I hate the
Actually,
first
I
page.
did.
All right. Well, you guys are able to. I think Nari and Ari is Ari. What's it? Eris. Nari and Eris.
Arius.
Once he finishes the paperwork, can go out for the delivery. There are lots of little food stands on the way,
Oh boy.
offering food, free samples. Any merchant people are making sure to prefer it down to Nari respectfully. of Miss, would you be interested in?
Nope. Just gonna lose the shirt and just start meowing at people for free food.
Okay, so I need Nari, so she's the one that vaguely knows where you guys are going.
Wow.
You are in charge of this. I think this would be a mind acuity roll,
Yeah.
and we will do your book smart bonus if you have one.
Book smart. I have street smarts, but no.
Well, that'll work. Use your
Don't
street
you have
smarts.
Navigate?
I do also have navigate.
Oh,
Both
you-
of them
you-
are equal rank.
All right, use navigate then, since it's equal. We'll use that.
Okay. So I have my
Here's the question I have to really ask you though, as a player. Is your character really trying to get him there?
I might be using this as an excuse to explore and might not have been paying attention since I was strapped with the table in the ship, not really paying attention to the trip.
Alright. Alright.
Also, because she was in the back of the car on the second trip, she can only tell where she's going if she's going backwards.
So for part of this trip, do you start walking backwards?
Yes.
Okay. This is how I remember it. Backward walk, backward walk, backward walk. Alright, roll your dice. Let's see how well you do.
Okay, so it would be my D12, which is my mind dice thing,
Acuity.
plus
How many points into that do you have, mind acuity?
2,
Okay,
Right, so you roll 2.
rolled 2d12
Yep.
plus your navigation bonus.
which is 2.
Alright, so it's 2d12 plus 2, but just roll. Okay.
Back in a minute.
So
Oh,
the
wow, this is pretty good.
first one is a fail. The second one is a succeed. So, given what you wanted to do, you do know well enough where it is, but you also can go exploring without getting lost at this point. What are you wanting to go look for?
I was going to go look for another scarf, which seems to be like the only other article of clothing she keeps buying.
Okay. Well, Eris, the commander leads you several blocks, turns, goes a couple more blocks, and seems to have found the hub of fashion.
I'm gonna look at the thing I'm carrying. Does it have an address on it?
No, it
Oh.
does not. Has an address for where you're from.
So where are we taking this?
Oh, it's just down the block, a couple more. We'll just keep going. We'll get there.
There are some amazing looking scarves in the windows.
You sure you know where you're going?
Yep, and the cat keeps
Okay.
agreeing as they go into the shop.
The people working the floor at the shop immediately are hovering to help you look at any stock you want. Point out that the panels on the walls are capable of going through anything that could be generated on the fly to be instantly delivered. They go in the back room and pull out a lateral friendly platform that has a little stairway up to it to set up next to one of the viewing areas.
Yeah.
I am gonna buy one of those red scarves.
All right.
I'm taking it by the friendliness of the shop owners. This is a Marsco store.
Yes. They serve everyone. The shop.
I feel
the-
bad for Blackie's character though, because I mean that awkward thing where you've just been taken on a shopping trip without warning.
The shop is mostly most of the employees working the floor are different types of canines. There is a blue merle. God, it's like the Australian Shepherd type vector, trying to kind of sidle up to Eris and see if he wants to try anything on. 'Cause she thinks she could really bring out his eyes.
Maybe another time. I'm following, I guess, my boss around. I don't know.
Oh.
Like, here, hold this. Give the scarf over him.
Oh. Eris, you start getting handed boxes because they will very ornately wrap each scarf in a box that's much larger than the scarf would ever need. Seeing as you're having Eris pack them.
It's actually the length of the scarf.
So you're equivalently going around with all those giant hat boxes, but with scarves in them. All right, how many scarves are you getting, Nari?
I'm gonna get 5.
Okay. Eris, you're now under the weight of several stupid boxes that are brightly colored and have a Marsco clothing company's logo on them. We will call it... what sounds Mars
Clove.
God, we're not calling it Mars Clothes. Oh my
I
gosh.
veto this choice.
No, we're gonna call it like, jeez. The thing is this is like super future. They idolize kind of normal humanity a bit.
No, they don't.
Well, not really. But they're coming in our footsteps, so it might have been some company from now that would live on, but be kind of mutated from time.
Taco Bell.
Hot topical.
Wow.
Oh, no, we're not doing no. No.
These scars now have skulls on them for no reason.
Yeah. Skulls and happy little bows.
I'm
Yeah,
back.
no. Hi. All right, so we are going to say that it is. God, I can't think.
To know that
I
my
can't.
suggestions are the best suggestions.
I hate it when your suggestions are the only ones that. We're gonna call it Masquerade. You're shopping at the store Masquerade.
Okay.
Store compared to the others.
So I've decided that's a cool name, and we're going with that. So the clothing store is called Masquerade.
They don't sell any masks.
Their logo is a series of masks. They sell all types of clothing and have everything kind of available on demand. All right, well, they will ring you up. I'm going to hand wave costs right now because I'm not sure.
1
It-
credit each. It's
Probably 1 credit each. Probably be about right, yeah.
I will adjust my sheet accordingly.
Okay.
And also put that I have 5 scarves somewhere.
And they will offer to punch your card for you if you have a Masquerade card.
I don't have a masquerade card.
But they would like to interest you in signing up for one. It would just take a few minutes of your time.
Oh, so now you want me to sign something with no hands, huh?
No, they were going to fill it out for you. They just need your
Oh, so
information.
now I need somebody to fill out things for me.
Because they're going to use their computer. Because it's just a quick form thing.
Okay.
So they'll fill,
why not?
then they'll give you the card. And they added some points to it, and they gave you a slight discount. So take 2 credits off how much you spent.
Sweet.
Because this is your first time signing up with them. And
Um,
they will tell you to have a great day and remember to come back to them.
as often as you want.
Okay, we're gonna just drag poor Eris out the door with us, since he's sort of like the unofficial cargo holding thing now.
I'm just gonna stick them in my backpack and make it easier.
You can stick all these.
Sure. Be easy with it, huh?
No, it makes a note of bad work ethic.
I look down and see if the lateral has backpack.
I do, but it's a lateral scaled backpack.
Put at least one in there.
But it won't fit in the box. The decorative box.
Yeah, we gotta keep the box.
That's why she's buying them for the boxes.
She's a cat. The entire point is the box. And the sad thing is when you get back, Yulia's going to be pissed about the shopping trip, but also strangely pulled by the boxes. Actually, I don't think you have any cat instincts. That's a sad thing. Okay, so are you heading towards the legal offices now?
Yes.
All right, you guys are heading towards the legal offices.
Though there are occasional pauses where she will just sit there looking into the windows, doing that little tail twitch of observance, and then move on without prompting.
And occasionally do that slow thing where you start just kind of going back and forth, meandering as you go. Secretly, Nari's job was, vector management. She's giving everyone their psych reviews.
face, Yulia is checking her wrist, which doesn't have a watch on it.
But it realizes time is passing.
It has passed a lot more than it should have.
Time has passed much more than it should have for everybody at the base, and especially for Eris. You did not think this would take this long.
But I'm learning that I have a feeling that all of this will always take this long.
But you're getting a good lay of the land. You know where all the good clothing stores are now.
Useful information.
This is very useful information in case of tragic happenings in the engine room. Okay. Eventually, you two are able to make it to the law offices. And the porcupine is sitting at the desk having her lunch. And she kind of peers over. She doesn't seem very excited to see a certain cat. But she does smile very sweetly to Eris. She's racist.
We have more paperwork. Yay!
No table this time, Derry?
I insisted that they would not give it.
She points at the elevator.
Up, I guess we go.
Which
Go
one
over.
still remembers which
What floor do you go to?
Oh no. I'm thinking about this. I'm pretty sure it's number 3.
You sure?
Let's roll to make sure. I don't actually remember, so if I go off of actual knowledge, we might end up places.
I
Okay.
don't know. Are you sure, Nari? You might want to just check it in case.
Nari, it was 4.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 3.
Alright, you're going with 3?
Yes.
Alright.
I pushed the
Damn.
third button.
Alright. As you guys get into the elevator. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, this is 7
Pussycat, pussycat,
that
I
new
love
music
you.
appeared, but it doesn't seem like it at any point yet.
That's because, unfortunately,
Equivalent of
this is like listening to music from the 50s. It's like old classical crap.
It's not that old.
No, it's just kind of like it.
No, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that thing of people just kind of hold on to some of that stuff.
It's classical.
It's classical.
It's horrifying that survived war.
And actually, the sad thing is, this isn't actually the original version of this. This has been redone with some vector artists.
Dubstep in it as well.
So
Yeah.
it's probably birds singing.
There's probably a bird or a yowling cat singing it. There is some you know, stuff like that. It's the new version of it, but it is definitely What's New Pussycat playing.
It's got Wub Lub in it.
Gets up to the 3rd floor, and the doors open, and there's cubicles everywhere.
Is this where we're supposed to deliver it? I'm guessing. Do you know if
I
we-
was sort of left in the elevator last time, so it's this is as far as I go.
So I should probably go back downstairs and ask.
Probably, but I just really wanted to ride the elevator.
Okay. I go back in the elevator, back down.
Alright, the music's still playing. Might be on loop.
Aren't you enjoying your new employment?
Alright, you're back to the 1st floor.
Do you
The,
have a toggle case?
I do not.
oh no, he hasn't gotten any of his equipment yet.
Oh, poor
Blackie.
bastard.
You have a toggle case, Blackie.
Probably have a
I'll
toggle
give you
case.
one. I'll
Okay.
give you one.
We're still
What's
buying
beeping?
stuff, so I will swap out one of the other things I have.
It starts beeping as if someone's trying to contact you.
How did you get his number?
He's filled out forms.
He has his forms.
Shit.
Thank you for
Toggle case.
No, your toggle case starts beeping. I know she has one because I forced her to buy one.
Okay, I'm going to pull it out of the backpack with the fish frame.
All
I
right.
might have it upside down.
Where are you two?
What you can see from the toggle screen is the floor.
We're in the elevator.
Put me onto the new hire.
What is his name?
It is Iris.
By the way, Eris, you're probably hearing this entire conversation.
I don't know. He seems really quiet, and it's hard to gauge his personality. So I didn't feel comfortable asking him.
Do these work that I can talk over?
I'm pretty sure they kind of work like a
I'm
cell
gonna,
phone
like,
thing.
In a hushed whisper, turn over. I think she wants to speak with you. I'm gonna hand him the hand in the loose
Mouth.
since it's push frame. No, push frame. It's sort of just floating.
Levitate you.
Yes.
Where are
Meanwhile, the
you?
elevator opens up to the 6th floor.
According to Nari, we're supposed to deliver it, but she couldn't remember what floor.
3rd floor. You need to speak to hey, Vic.
What?
Who did you deliver to?
Look for the big Naga.
There's a
I think his name's
Naga.
like Slither.
Okay.
Tobias
If
leans
you can
over.
take a left, look
The
for
table's
the
in the
table.
hallway.
Yeah, go past the table.
Wouldn't there be a lot of tables?
No, you'll know the table.
Ham and
You won't
veterinary.
know the table.
Let's write that down.
I'll take my thing. Hey.
When you're done, straight home.
Okay.
Grounded.
Straight home.
And by home, I mean our quarters at the office.
Okay.
Hanging up. It's been
I
2
should have gone
hours.
with them.
Alright, on the 6th floor, some more people get in the elevator.
I hit the 3 button.
It goes up to the 9th floor. Some
I
people
hit
get
the
out.
Button.
Some people can't get out, they hit the open button.
Where's my self-roll? What would be to sneakily hit the button? Actually, what would it be to convince people that they don't want to get out here? They want to go to the 3rd floor.
They want to get out, so the elevator can keep going.
Elevator, just look.
So
You're holding them hostage right now.
You
They keep
have-
hitting the button
do you
throughout.
have coercion, intimidate, or inspire.
Yeah,
Deception.
That's not.
that's not really gonna work.
This is
Lie to them about.
You could try rolling coercion. Untrained, I think.
Or you could deceive them to the fact that there is something horrible on the 9th floor. Or that there's in fact birthday cake on the 3rd floor.
Okay, what do I roll besides deception?
It would be a mind presence? Or no, it'd be a
Yes,
community presence, wouldn't it? No.
Community presence. Yeah.
Community presence. So, what's your community dice size?
I have a 2 pool and a D10.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
community,
roll
wait,
2.
community.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
two roll 2d10s then, because you have two dice
And I have
for.
queen deception.
And
Okay.
then that is your +1.
Yes, that's your +1. So,
Okay, so 10.
okay.
You did it.
Oh,
badly.
you almost did it. That's almost what that's almost what the program wants you to do. But it wants a slash before the there you go.
So 13.
Okay, so that's a succeed
Yep.
for a very basic thing. What are you trying to deceive them of?
Try to convince them that it's better to go down to the 3rd floor because they have a party down there.
There's a part.
Oh, one of them kind of gets to look like maybe he's gonna ride down to the 3rd floor, but the other one's going, I got a meeting though. And he hits the button and tries to sneak through when it starts to come open.
Okay, I'll let them through.
Okay. Then the door closes again. The other guy's all excited. I hope there's cake and
Get
tacos.
him out at the same time.
Cake and tacos.
No, you're just going to disappoint him.
I know.
I'm a jackal, what do you expect?
He's like
Usher
a
the
jackass.
party to a better
Oh.
place.
All right. The elevator goes down. Back to the 3rd floor. Bing. The guy gets out, starts looking around, looking for cake. He heads off to the right.
I
Go
head off.
left in a hurry.
I head over to where the Naga's supposed to be.
All right.
I'm just sitting in the elevator.
Where were you
waiting for
told that the
people to-
Naga was supposed to be?
Past the table.
All right. Did they give you a direction from the elevator?
Left, I thought.
Okay, so you're gonna go try and going left.
Yeah.
All right. As you go to the left down the hallway, You do pass a table. Do you recognize that table, Nari?
Yes.
Do you need to sit on it to know for sure?
I was still on the elevator though. That's what
Oh,
I was
no.
saying back.
All right, the elevator goes up.
Hey.
Goodbye, Nari. Alright, so you eventually do, Eris, find a office with a type of glass see-through window, walls, and it has a Naga inside who seems to be on a phone conversation, or a hollow conversation. Sorry, I'm putting this in my terms.
Glass windows?
Well, kind of glass windows. They're,
Knock, knock.
The Naga kind of raises his head at you and jerks it slightly to the side, having no arms to be able to gesture.
And
And
Oh,
then-
it's not a naga. It's a snake.
Yeah, well,
Knights have hands.
yeah.
I had an in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, wait, I thought they didn't have arms in this one.
Nagas
Snakes
do.
don't.
They're
Nagas do.
Tor. They're the Tor.
He's the whatchamacallit, the ones with the no
Lateral.
arms. Yeah, the lateral ones or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Okay,
so
it's a tour. Yep.
it's whatever. So anyway, you come in.
Deliver this
Yes. Thanks, Hughes. Goodbyes.
to you. Do I have anything that needs to be signed off on?
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
Clearly, you need to have signed off on.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And
He
I'm
nods, and he goes back to what he's doing. Nari, you're on the 12th floor.
Awesome. I'm going to hit the button to go back to the 3rd floor.
Awesome. You stop on the 7th floor. They are having a party.
Uh,
I was right. I just didn't know what floor number it was, obviously.
What would I need to roll to be like distracted or not?
That'd be a
Roll a
on
D.
your part.
Would you think that you're like it's a 50-50 chance, or
There's
what
a
would you?
50-50 chance on
All right, why don't we do a D100, and then if it's 1 through 49, you're distracted. If it's 50 and above, you're not.
All right.
That point, you may as well just roll a d2.
Okay, so I'm not.
She's distracted. No, you're distracted.
Oh, I am. Oh, whoops. My bad.
You're getting off.
Second party cat time.
You should wear one of your fancy new scarves.
If only somebody else wasn't carrying them. This is going to look bad on his report.
Alright, the elevator goes back down to the 3rd floor. Eris, the elevator has arrived. It is empty.
She probably went home.
So now he's abandoned in a part of town that he doesn't know.
Going down. No, because I figured out how to get here now. I am going down to the 1st floor.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the receptionist.
She's going to smile at you. Hello.
Have you seen the small cat I came in with?
No. I try not to.
Is this the only way really out of here?
For non-employees, yes.
Okay. Can you go back in the elevator?
Do you need me to call security to look for them?
No, not yet.
Alright.
Start going up every floor.
The elevator seems to brokenly be playing this remix of What's New Pussycat.
Anything I can do to fix this?
Alright.
Not go.
The elevator goes up to the 12th floor.
I look out.
People working. Nari, it's a good party. Somebody, got all the right kind of finger foods. Great time. Lots of laughing. They just assumed you're one of the people that works there. You're getting all the juice about, the one guy from, marketing that came up with the stupid ad campaign for people to start working on. And how he got caught and he got fired for, embezzling out of the employee slush fund or something like that.
They get a slush fund.
Mm-hmm.
They also don't have a crazy doctor.
Somebody gives you 50 credits and asks if you can go and get some, refreshments, wink, wink, for the party.
50 fucking credits? Jesus.
Yeah.
What do they want to buy? A brewery?
No, they want wine.
Apparently.
By any chance, did I see any type of way to, when I was using the toggle earlier, of where they were calling from so I could call them in return?
You do know the company you work for is called SolCorp. You could probably use the toggle for a directory to look up your company and call the
I'm going
reception.
to attempt this.
Yeah, your
Okay.
top case is basically a super advanced smartphone.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so ring, 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 ring.
Now, which part of the company's
There is a weird ring, 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 ring coming from
Old.
a wall somewhere in the building.
I'll give it an odd look. Look at the others.
Ring, 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 ring.
Oh my god.
I'll go and answer it.
All right.
Hello.
Why are you... What's happened?
Nari seems to have wandered away from me trying to deliver it, so I have no idea where she is.
Have you delivered it?
Yes.
Come home, I'll give her a call.
Okay. I'm gonna head down to first floor and... Actually, I'm gonna run the way back. It's only a couple blocks. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I can figure out roughly where I went. And probably the quicker way.
You can probably give me a let's give you a mind. Would it be acuity or mind strength?
This is strength. That's it.
All right, give me a mind strength,
Okay.
and if you have any navigation or
Navigation.
I'd see navigation. I might even give you street smarts, navigation or street smarts you could use.
No, street smarts is more people.
Yeah, but he could prod people on the way for a shortcut.
That's true.
Navigations or street smart would work for this.
You should talk to strangers. It's really safe.
Talk to strangers. It's way safer than talking to
think
fellow
that's 20.
employees.
Nat 20?
Well,
You don't need anybody. You are amazing. In fact, you probably found a shorter distance than taking the car was.
Okay.
good.
Run on
Ringing
back.
Nari.
So you're going to be back at the office in like 5 minutes. Alright, Nari, your toggle starts to ring. Do you have it set to any specific ringtone?
No, it's just one of those, like, kind of generic, sounds like everybody else's
Meep,
phone.
meep, meep,
Yeah, which
meep.
probably causes half the people to look at that.
Everyone's all checking their toggle cases right now.
Yeah, so I'm like sort of like slinking back to the elevator now that I have 50 credits.
Okay.
So long.
Meep, 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 meep.
It's like I answer it. I might still be wearing a party hat.
So, I hear you abandoned the delivery boy.
We were in the elevator and he went off and I figured he was lost to the wilds and then there was this great party at like number 7 and I tried to call
Just
his
come
name,
home.
nobody
Just come home.
responded.
Just get home.
Okay. I made money.
Wait, hang on. You made money.
I have 50 credits.
How did you get these 50 credits?
These people think I'm buying them wine.
Go give it back.
Okay.
The elevator is now on floor 2.
It is impossible to give it back to them at this moment.
Damn
Give it
shit.
You need to give it back to them.
Okay, will do.
Elevator goes up to floor 15.
Wait, we were just on floor 2. What happened?
And it just went off.
You didn't get out in time.
You didn't get out.
See where you're not paying attention to. Story of your life, really.
Hit the button again.
Okay. Where floor are you going to?
The first floor, so I can leave.
Okay. Going down to the first floor.
I'm surprised there.
The porcupine peers over the counter at you and goes, "Your friend was looking for you."
Oh, well, hopefully he went home.
Yeah, I think he went out that way.
Okay,
Have a nice day, dearie.
I will try.
I arrived back by the time.
Yep, you have arrived back. By the time it took her to get out of the...
I walk in. I go and find the other lateral. Just go. Your commander has a horrible sense of direction. I have to be honest.
I've got to go find him for the boxes.
Why are you carrying those?
That was where we went first.
I'm gonna motion for one of the boxes.
I hand the box over.
I'm looking inside of it.
It's got a single scarf in it.
Why is this box so long? Why isn't the scarf rolled up?
I have no idea. I was just handing them to carry them.
Motioning for the rest of the boxes.
They're all different scarves. On that fancy tissue paper that's really wasteful.
Oh, look, there's 5 of them. I'm so glad that she decided to buy stuff for the rest of the company. On company time. Clearly. Okay, you get a scarf. You get a scarf. She didn't get one for herself.
God, I forgot.
Can I say-
Are you taking a direct route back, or are you going off on your adventure again?
I am going to take a direct route back.
About 15 minutes later, the cat came back.
Very
Yay.
15 minutes later.
Yeah, the very 15 minutes later.
Everyone's wearing a scarf.
Oh, you found the scarves.
Also, there's amazingly tiny boxes everywhere.
Okay.
Tiny and long boxes.
Well, she's lost interest in the scarves and is picking up the boxes to take back to her room.
So, did you give the credits back?
Oh, of course. They're all back.
You need to roll deception.
Yes. Okay, what would I need to do to roll deception?
Alright, you would need to roll deception, and I'm going to say this is a mind... Actually, this would be a community.
Yeah, this is community.
I'd almost say
Skill
strength.
checks. Let's see. Deception, mind acuity. It does seem to be mind acuity,
I would think it would be mind acuity.
and
'cause
I
it's-
think I will do mind resilience.
Yeah, she'll do mind resilience. So mind acuity plus deception. And then she will do mind resilience versus with what's a good one with that?
So when I add both my
Mind
acuity
resist
and my
bonus.
deception,
Investigation.
You have a mind column that has amount of dice.
okay.
So and then you go down when that is like it's D12 or whatever.
Okay.
Or D10 or whatever. That's the dice you roll, and then however many dots are in the mind, line it up with acuity. You know, it's like a graph kind of thing. And then,
My brain just shut down for that. Okay, so I've got 2 mind acuity, so that would be 2d12, which is what my my mind dice is. Is that what I'm?
your mind changes for each column if you go down.
Uh-huh.
Is it so? Your mind lined up with acuity is 2 dots, right?
Yes.
That is correct. So you would roll 2 d12, do d whatever that you said.
Okay, and my deception skill is 2.
Yeah. So you'd add +2 to whatever you roll.
Okay. That's
Okay.
all I needed to know.
All right, and Allie.
Would I be doing acuity or resilience? That's the question.
I'd almost say resilience because you have to like stave off what they're doing. She's doing to you.
Look at the stats.
I'm just trying to see what kind
No,
of.
that would be resisting coercion and such. That's my willpower, essentially.
Okay, so
Um,
well, that's basically what it is, isn't it? Your willpower against being deceived.
that doesn't make too much sense.
Uh,
You don't
Oh.
don't overpower being deceived. You see around
you
it.
could say maybe mind dexterity.
Okay, we'll give that a try. I think it's the same dice anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so she has a 7, which is a pass, and a 12, which is a pass. You'll need to beat 2 passes, or
One.
break even with.
Oh, I missed one.
Oh, so yeah, she probably took that money back.
Actually, she only rolled 1 success.
No, she rolled a 10 and a 5,
Plus
and it's plus 2,
which is a 7.
which is 6 is a pass, isn't it?
8.
Oh, it's an 8. Okay, yeah, 1 pass each. You really don't know.
I'm staring at her warily.
It could go either way.
Would any of the rest of us been within earshot for any of this?
Yeah. This is commander versus, captain right now, though. In case of a mutiny, you have to pick who you're siding with. Or you can just not get involved.
The scarves and the person who had scarves stolen.
Alright.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Did you return the credits? And I'm actually going to
Totally
bare my teeth and
Okay.
punch myself in an ever so scary manner
Alright.
and roll an intimidate.
Hey, you're going to try to intimidate Nari.
Yeah.
Now, Nari will have to resist your intimidation.
Now, I think this would be mind strength, wouldn't it?
Mind resilience and.
Oh,
survival.
actually, no. This is more body, so body presence.
I'm actually looking at an example that's coincidental for it.
They show a bunch. What for?
It's attempting to intimidate someone physically, and the guy's response is he's educated in survival, which is in proficiency of 2, and he uses a trait score of mind resilience.
Mind resilience.
Yeah.
What's survival got to do with it?
Fuck if I know, but I'm reading literally what they give as an example by dumb luck.
Well,
Okay.
survival probably based on.
For understanding that person's not going to be using it.
So could I justify street smarts in that by knowing people?
It might give you a bonus. Yeah, intimidating physically is actually, it says here, intimidate physically is body presence plus intimidate. So use body presence, Jody. Or Ali. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that was.
Wow, I don't know why I said Jody.
So what do I need to roll against it with?
Mind
You will
resilience.
be rolling. I figure you actually use your defenses, don't you?
Yeah,
Mind
use your
resist.
defense, so yeah. So it would be mind
resilience.
presence or resilience. Mind resilience, and then
Plus whatever your mind resist is.
I will probably say her street smarts maybe would help her with this. Because
Yeah,
that would
that's
make sense. So, yeah, mind resilience plus street smarts.
1, 2. I got 2 successes.
Alright, she gets 1 success. So she's a bit rattled. So Nari, Big Cat's freaking you out a little bit. So it's up to you whether or not, how your cat would react to being slightly intimidated by the larger cat.
Well, I returned most of it.
How much is most? Is
You
most
know-
none?
Most is like maybe a credit or 2. They were gonna use it to buy alcohol anyway. I mean, they don't even remember that they gave it to me. In fact, I think they thought I worked there.
Well, this isn't technically against the law. It's very bad.
Good news, everyone! About then the professor has
What is
sauntered
the
his
good
way in.
news?
I
That's why I
forgot.
walked in here.
Oh, yes, I remember now. We have a delivery.
Is it more paperwork?
Oh, no. We need to pick up some crates and then take them somewhere. And you're supposed to wear lead.
Oh god.
Why not?
I think-
put the crates in lead?
Because it might be heavier, is my guess, is what someone thought.
It'd be way too heavy. Alright, so anyway,
I'm
get
rolling
yourselves ready.
mind strength plus book smart to see if I can recall why the fuck we have to do something wearing lead.
Alright,
That is a very big flag.
alright. I'm saying this is going to be kind of far-reaching knowledge, so I'm going to need at least, like, 2 successes.
That is 2 successes.
Yep, 2 successes.
Actually, 3 successes.
3 successes, yes. A lot of very bad things. There's actually quite a few things I think that you have to be handled with lead.
Maybe
None of them good.
science.
None of them are good.
I'm good. By definition of involving lead, it's automatically not good.
Yes. There's a list there. It's not good. Not probably going to be a good time.
Okay.
He smiles at you with those 2 big pointy teeth, and then he looks around for who he's decided to be an able-bodied person and hands Bick a pad that has apparently some addresses or coordinates and names, and hands him another pad which apparently has things for people to sign off on, and then toddles off again.
Hey, Professor, wait.
Ah?
What's the pay rate for this? Is it hazard pay?
Okay.
No. Oh, no. Okay, Professor. Okay, isn't the answer.
Not okay?
I need to know the numerical answer of how many credits this is going to be worth to us.
They're paying us monies.
Would you be able to forward all the contract paperwork to me?
That's against privacy laws. He shifty eyes behind those big thick glasses.
No, I work for you. I'm part of
Sam?
the same company.
I'm looking
There-
at the pad he handed me.
Huh?
Does it list cargo manifest?
Does not list what the contents are.
Just crates.
Crates, you know, very, what's a good word for this? Volatile
Things.
contents.
Professor, are we going to be getting a cargo manifest? Because in order to do my job proficiently as safety officer, I will need that so we can properly place the stuff in the cargo hold.
That seems like a very good, smart thing. I'm glad you're thinking, sir. He smiles and goes, that's something you should definitely take up with your commanding officer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go look into what hazard pay is appropriate for this job. It might be about 150 per person. But I need to go talk on the holophone with my representatives.
Okay. Bick, can you hand me that pad, please?
Flip it closed, hand it over.
I'm gonna check to see if there's any contact details for who we're actually picking up from.
There is actually contact details for the companies involved, but we are going to stop there because we are well past the time that I wanted to run for today.
Okay.
And we will pick up at the next delivery the next time we play. So thank you guys very much for playing. We will stop the recording in 3, 2, 1, now.